righty. Thank you for coming.
Hey, of
All right,
course.
it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How was your morning?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to sleep in a little bit. Woke up around 9, so that was nice.
Oh, that's always nice.
Yeah.
Yes, 9, that's good. All right, well, I'm looking forward to talking to you today about anything that you'd like to talk about. I do want to just mention to you my confidentiality statement. If there's anything you want to talk about, we can talk about it. But if it ever were to involve harm to self, harm to others, or someone harming you, then I would have to bring confidentiality.
Thank you for letting me know.
Let you know that in advance. But anything is welcome to be discussed.
Awesome.
Do you have anything on your mind that you would like to talk with me about?
Well, I'd say, as we talked about the sand tray activity, work has been on my mind this week. And just kind of, an inner conflict is going on about how to approach the situation, if I should potentially leave my role, a whole bunch of questions. Yeah.
I remember us talking about that Thursday night, and it did seem like it was frustrating what others were expecting of you. Did Friday bring about any changes or same situation when you went to work the next day?
Good question. So I did meet with my team, and we kind of discussed some strategy points that we think it's important to bring up to upper leadership. So I've started drafting kind of a proposal sort that outlines, our concerns and ways that we think the plan could better benefit our program. So I'm gonna try and send that on Monday, and we shall see if upper leadership wants to take any of it into account.
I'm happy to hear that you have your team with you, giving you some support through this.
Yeah.
Giving you some information that you can take up to hopefully get leadership to understand y'all's point of view.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, that definitely makes a huge difference to have a team. Unfortunately, there's 3 people on the team aside from me, and one of them, her last day was yesterday, so that was a little sad because she's amazing.
That's gotta be tough to lose a good team member.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that one of the other ones who's also amazing is talking about leaving soon as well, because the pay is just not it's not a super livable wage. So
everything's so expensive now that it's tough. Everyone has to make the decision of the workload and the pay and seek opportunities. Have you decided to look for any opportunities that might be out there for you?
Well, my main alternative plan would be substitute teaching. I feel like financially it would definitely be a bit of a cut. But I think I just need to decide what I'm gonna value more, like making slightly more money but having a lot more stress, especially now with the added responsibility, or making less money but less stress. I feel like a lot of life comes down to, should I value my mental well-being or should I value money?
Yes. So you're still in the process of deciding, or have you leaned one way yet, or still just thinking through it?
Oh, I'm thinking through it. I think in my heart of hearts, I'm leaning towards the substitute teaching option. I just hope that if I do that I won't regret it, like a year, 2 years from now, when I've potentially depleted a lot of my savings. So pros and cons.
Are you keeping in touch with your friend that left to sometimes be able to talk to her about her change? Have a support person who went through change who can tell you some positives of it?
Yeah, good question. So, we do have each other's numbers, and we actually did talk briefly about potentially, like, uh, like transforming our relationship a bit to go from like manager, employee to like peers and friends.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I think I'd be excited at that possibility. I feel like it's always interesting, going from that dynamic to
Yes,
other.
it's a shift, so you have to kind of like learn new roles, and
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to have someone who's went through a change if you do decide that's what you'd like to do.
Yes. Yeah. No, absolutely.
It
Yeah.
sounds like you've thought about the substitute teaching, though, that there's some positives in there as well for you with your program, getting to be around kids more.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like getting into the schools more.
Maybe meeting some contacts.
Potentially.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Yeah, and I haven't, obviously haven't done the job of substitute teaching before, so in my head, I think of it as being somewhat significantly less stressful than my current role, but in actuality, I can't really say that with whole confidence. So yeah, I would hope that I wouldn't potentially leave this role for an equally stressful
Right.
role.
The goal I hear you say is to have less stress.
Yeah. But it seems like, I don't know, because I feel like with substitute teaching, like it is a lot of responsibility in the sense that you're responsible for the group of kids, for the class. But then once the day is done, like your responsibility kind of ends there. Like you're not doing any like long term, goal setting,
Like moving their academics forward.
yeah. So I feel like that would make a difference for sure.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree that you don't have, like you said, the long-term responsibilities. You're there for the lesson, so when you go home, you are able to focus on your studies and not have to also worry about tomorrow what will be, because you'll be able to walk in and have lesson plans.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
happy that you've thought about that and you know that that's an opportunity for you.
Yeah.
That would be less stressful. Any other thoughts that you've had? Or just the substitute teaching?
I feel like my only other thoughts kind of relate to like the program that I'm currently at. I feel like part of what's keeping me there is kind of an attachment to the program and like the kids that we serve. And I feel like our program really relies on not having a whole lot of turnover because it involves, forming relationships with schools, with teachers, with classes, and kind of like solidifying those relationships like year after year. So having been there for a couple of years now, it would be sad to potentially walk away from that.
A couple years, and you have put a lot of hard work into the company and the relationships and the kids.
Yeah, no, I have, and I feel like the company keeps expecting me to do that while not really respecting me like financially or
So what I hear you say is they value you as a hard worker. They know you're a hard worker, and it sounds like then they're not compensating, they just kind of want more.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like unfortunately that is the way it can go with a lot of nonprofits. And just like general like helping fields. I feel like yeah.
I guess, like you said, being the nonprofits, their funds are limited, so it is difficult to get what you financially what you put into it with the time and work. But hopefully, if you talk to your lead to higher management, they can hopefully come up with a plan to maybe look for more funds. So you can stay there since you've put so much time, and it sounds like you really enjoy the program that was created.
Yeah, no, that would be the ideal. Yeah, I have strong doubts that will happen, but that would definitely be the ideal. Yeah, I would also want my team's pay to increase because I would feel a little bit strange having my pay increase, but then my team's pay stay the same. So I would, yeah, I'm trying to negotiate for like everyone's pay to increase, but we'll see.
That
We'll
makes
see how
me
that
happy to hear
goes.
that you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your team. That shows how much you care for them. They're lucky to have you having a voice for them.
I appreciate that.
Well, are there any other positives that are happening at work that you're like excited about besides like the relationships you said? Is there new initiatives, new schools you guys are taking on?
Well, this upcoming session, we're actually going to an elementary school where my mom teaches at. So that's kind of a fun crossover.
That's exciting. How many days will you guys be there for?
Just one day. We're just doing like
Okay.
3 classes in one day.
Okay.
But yeah, we partnered with their school last year also, and I actually did the lessons in my mom's class, so it was kind of a fun.
Oh, will her class be one class that you go to?
Not this session,
Okay.
but yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Your mom must be proud to have you on campus and seeing your work. Oh.
Yeah, her students like love it. They're like, oh my gosh, you're Miss Reddington's daughter.
Oh. That is super exciting to look forward to. That's coming up, you said, next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm glad you get to interact with your mom for the one day. It's an experience that you'll be able to remember forever then. Time that, yeah, you went to mom's school.
Yeah.
Oh. So do you go with the whole team?
Not typically. Yeah, it's usually just like me and one other team member.
Okay. Well, maybe when you report back all the successes of the lessons, the upper management, you said Monday you're thinking about sending a message. You can also relay all the success of different events and sessions that you've had to help make sure that they understand the work that you're doing directly with the kids.
Yeah. No, I do think that's important because, yeah, oftentimes upper management cannot really have a bird's eye view of what's going on the ground. Yeah.
Right. They can't sometimes if they're in their offices and not directly with the kids. So hopefully you can relay some of those experiences and kids' testimonies.
Yeah,
successes.
I think that's a great idea.
Good. And then maybe next session we'll be able to talk about more thoughts that you've put into your opportunities and your choices that you have, because it is in a good situation now that you get to decide. It's going to be your decision if you stay and accept the pay and do the more work, or if you do decide that you want to explore other opportunities and do the substitute teaching. I do like that the power is your decision and it's not forced upon you to, like other alternatives could be that you get to decide.
Yeah, I think that's a really excellent point. Yeah, I think that there is a lot of empowerment in that, and being like feeling like you have some control over.
Right, control your decision and taking your time, that it's not a decision you have to make in one day or 2 days, that you can take your time.
Absolutely, that's a great point.
Well, our next session we can talk through more of the successes with your company or successes that you found with maybe outside opportunities and your feelings of staying with the company that you've put so much work and time and built up.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, thank you, Riley.
All right, thank you.